Let's talk about the Sunday slate. There are 50 games today on an NFL Sunday. College basketball is throwing out the fisticuffs. Bring it on, NFL. We're going head to head. Let's pull up our odds boards first before we even get there, because with some of the MTEs, we'll be missing a couple of lines. So I'm going to give this a refresh. And
Princeton in Portland to start today in Conway, South Kakalaka.
Oh, there we go. Right, the regionality right around you. So, yeah, don't run into the traffic as you get out of there.
Yeah, well, I won't be near. I mean, they're below me.
I don't know. I'm pulling this thing up.
I can get this one for you.
All right, cool. I mean, I'm just more or less getting a couple of different windows open for tonight.
Yeah.
But go ahead for what's the first one that we're doing here?
Princeton, Portland, 10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m. Yep.
11.5 point spread. I think I'm going to take Princeton. I think I'm going to lay with Princeton here. They've dropped both games, day off. I think it's a nice get right spot.
I mean, I would bet it if I trust them, because at some point they have to hit rock bottom. And Portland's been pretty bad this season so far. There's got to be some inclined value just on the number being this low in the market, as everybody seems to be cooling on Princeton pretty fast now. Yeah, I'm going to lay it as well with the Tigers, but I wish I could bet it. They're probably gonna win by 20 tomorrow and look like the team we always thought they were. But yeah, third day of the MTE is usually my rule of anything can go. Anything goes on the final day. Who knows what the kids have been doing in the weekend? Who knows where their headspace is at? But Princeton, I think they're a solid enough program and regime under Mitch Henderson to get one win, salvage the trip.
I'm gonna. It's their first game. I'm gonna bet this one. Give me Princeton. Numbers telling to me that they're gonna drill them. So
first game for what?
First game of the day. Yeah, I'm gonna bet this one. Give me Princeton. Lock it up. Right. Lay 11.5.
All right. So the next game, for what it's worth, I don't have these in order because I'm offshore, so it'll have all the extra games out of order. Is that how you're looking at yours too right now?
Yeah. No, I have the ones that are up, but I also have the ones that aren't up. So you lead the way, and I'll let you know what I'm seeing as well.
All right, cool. So game number 2, we're gonna go to the 11 a.m. slate now. Georgia St. John's. I'm currently seeing St. John's -6.5 against these Bulldogs who played yesterday. The Johnnies have looked great in the Bahamas. Don't ask me why they get 3 games down there and Tennessee only gets 2. It's just it's even more jacked up than the Players Era festival or whatever. That bracket's stupid. But yeah, I don't know why, but St. John's gets Georgia here. I'm going to lay the 6.5 at St. John's. They got the day off, which can help and hurt you because you can do stupid shit on a day off. But I like the way that the Johnnies have played. They played an absolute thriller against Baylor. They didn't look like they had a letdown at all against Virginia. They ran them off the floor. And Georgia never really threatened to Marquette. I love the Johnnies in this spot. Talk me off of betting them here.
No, I'll join you here. And it's not part of a tournament here. This is kind of just they had the tournament and then they stayed there to play Georgia here. Yeah, let's go. Let's bet the Johnnies early. Rick Pitino.
Yeah, these games tonight and tomorrow, it's like a showcase in the Bahamas or whatever. They're just playing exhibition games in the regular season in the Bahamas. For whatever reason. I don't know. At Imperial Arena at Atlantis. Is that the ballroom still?
Yeah. Yep. It's where Marquette and Georgia played today, and then also obviously St. John's against Virginia and Baylor.
Hampton is playing Boise State in the Cayman Islands, and Boise is laying 22.5 points.
I mean, probably lay it. Actually, I think I'll take the points. I'm going to stay away from this one. It's on a neutral floor, a lot of points. Boise off for the Clemson game. I'll take the points with Hampton.
I'm going to take the points as well.
Yeah.
Boise State, slower-ish tempo, might not run it up. The thing that tricks me a little bit is that they destroyed Oakland. They beat them by 40.
Yeah.
So, I know that's in the range of outcomes for the Broncos here, and I think they could definitely do that to Hampton. Do I think it happens? I'll stay away. I think Boise State's still got 2 more games after this in the Cayman Islands, so I'll manage the expectations in game 1. Take the points with the bed and breakfast there. As we now move to the noon slate, Eastern Time, 9 a.m. West Coast, Charleston and Rhode Island. I have to check the location on all of these games. This is a road game for Charleston at Rhode Island here.
Up in Rhode Island.
The Rams are laying 3, Mac.
Yeah, I'm going to be on Rhode Island here. I think they're good at home, and I think Charleston's first. I guess the Citadel would classify as a road game, but I guess a back-to-back road spot. A lot of travel for Charleston so far this year. I like Rhode Island here to cover this number. I'll lock this up. Let's go.
Log battle.
All right.
Cocktail Napkins got Charlotte -2 for what it's worth. And I just think that the talent level is a little bit off here. I really do love this Charleston team coming into the season. And I think Rhode Island's flying a little close to the sun right now. Fairfield, they destroyed. Holy Cross, they destroyed. They beat Lafayette by 14. This is their first true test. I'm going to take Charlotte, who's been battle tested up to this point.
All right, we'll do battle here.
Wrong team favorite.
Give me Rhode Island Ramets. Noah's on Charleston.
All right. Next game on the slate here is Wofford and Portland State. This one's in Milwaukee. Wofford is laying 4.5 points. Wofford going for a clean sweep of the Cream City Challenge, Mac.
No, they lost to
they lost to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee today. I think I'm going to take the points. I don't love this game.
I am going to take Wofford in this one. I'll take them -4.5. We've got Northeastern and Bakersfield in a great matchup. Northeastern going for a clean sweep of this MTE. They're laying 4.5 against the Roadrunners.
I think I'm going to take Bakersfield. I think Bakersfield's been knocking on the door back-to-back days of getting win. Northeastern, they won a close one today. I think I'm going to lock up Bakersfield, actually.
Are you not nervous about the overtime game for Bakersfield at all?
No, just because, they both have played 2 games in a row. At this point, both teams are tired.
And Bakersfield 0-2, in Northeastern 2-0. I'm going to take the Huskies. I'm still gonna lay the points with the Huskies at this one.
All right, solo lock for me. Give me Bakersfield. I think they're live in this game. I think they're going to win it outright. Go.
We've got Holy Cross in Maine next. This is at Maine in Orono, Maine. The Cocaine Black Bears are laying 6 points against Holy Cross.
I think I'm going to lay it. I think it's telling that they're laying 6. I think Maine's a better basketball team.
Coming off 2 losses, 2 on the road.
Yeah, Maine might be a fringe lock. Check the picks page on that one.
I'm going to lay the points with the Black Bears as well. The Cocaine Black Bears, for what it's worth. Howard at BU, or no, this is a neutral site game. This is in Baltimore. Howard and Boston University. And Howard -3 in this matchup.
I was kind of torn on this one. I think Howard is the right side here. But yeah, I don't know. Do you have a strong play on this one?
No, I don't have a strong play, but I'm going to take Howard. I think they not playing yesterday should benefit them.
Yeah,
But
great on that.
the trend this year is it hasn't mattered. But
No.
I think the Bison is the better program at this point, so I'll still lay the points. Lamar and Omaha take battle in Akron tomorrow. Omaha -2.
Omaha -2. Give me Omaha. I think they're slightly better.
I'm in the same boat. I don't love Lamar this season. And yeah, they even lost the shit fest against Alabama State. So I'll take Omaha in this matchup too.
Yeah, no lock.
Albany and American battle each other in Puerto Rico. Why? I don't know. But American is on the wrong side of this. They're +2.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock up American.
This smells like shit.
Albany got the win today. Albany's got the better record.
And they've beaten Dartmouth, Siena, and UMKC.
Well, I mean, I think that's why they're laying points. I mean, they're 5-1. They've won 5 in a row. I think it's a great spot to fade them. Give me American. Lock it up.
For what it's worth, American only beat Puerto Rico Mayaguez 73-56 today. UMKC destroyed them. Actually, no, it was Albany. Albany destroyed them 93-50. So maybe that's why they're laying points.
Yeah, I think the wrong team's favored, so I'm on American.
Me too.
All right, let's go double lock. Double lock on the American guys.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of staples, but they are the more experienced team for sure. A lot of continuity with that group. Yeah, I like that bet. Haven't watched a single game in this MTE, but I don't know the context of the blowout or the close game. So just going in with that, knowing that, and if I lose, I lose. Whatever. If he dies, he dies. VCU's -3 against Miami in Charleston.
Lock VCU. I think they're significantly better. I think they're more together. I don't know where Miami's headspace is at. Give me the Rams to salvage the final game of a 3-game slate here in the 7th place game.
Yeah, Miami has been very non-competitive in these 2 games so far. VCU, on the other hand, overtime and game-winning shot loss.
Yep. Joining me?
Am I missing something? That they're?
I mean, Miami's still got the brand name. Went to a Final Four over the last 2 years. Larinaga.
Yeah, I'll watch this too.
Yeah, let's go.
It's the 3rd day of an MTE. I have no idea. They had the off day yesterday, but they should win by more than 3.
Ram it.
VCU -3 is the double lock there. Rutgers is at Kennesaw State. This is a legit road game for the Scarlet Knights here. And what are your thoughts heading into this?
Well, this is a look ahead too for Rutgers. Rutgers has got that.
Don't ask me why they're in Georgia right now playing Kennesaw State, as they have Las Vegas next. But yeah,
I will lock up Kennesaw, getting 12 double digits. Rutgers on the road, no thank you. I like Kennesaw, man. I think that they've been feisty this year. Winners of what 3 in a row. They beat Presbyterian, who is the national championship winner now. Give me Kennesaw on the points. I think it's a single-digit game.
Yeah, this is Rutgers' first road game of the season. I am also going to take the +12 with the Owls here.
Lock or staying away?
No lock.
All right, Red Solo. Kennesaw, baby.
All right.
Give me them owls.
Villanova is in College Park taking on Maryland, and the Terrapins are -5.
So if you remember, Villanova humiliated them last year.
I do remember.
They humiliated them in Philly. Now we get them coming back here. I think it's a rare spot where I want to back Maryland laying points.
And didn't Villanova kind of blow their load against Penn the other night?
Yeah, maybe. I think Maryland.
This is not in College Park. This is Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, so that changes things. Kevin Willard's old stomping grounds. No lock for me. Give me Maryland still. Revenge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. He's back in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like your angle of the Terps. And Villanova just put up 93 or something points against Penn the other night.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that or anything close to that against this Maryland defense. I think the Terps give them fits. I'll lay the points with -5 on Maryland. South Florida and Wright State in the third place game of the what tournament is this again? The day off, and it's thrown me all out of the rack. This is the Boardwalk. South Florida -2. Are you taking USF or the Raiders?
No, I'm taking Wright State. I think they're better. This is Myrtle Beach.
That's the Boardwalk. Yeah.
Is that the Boardwalk? Are you sure that's the Boardwalk? No, this is the Myrtle Beach Invitational. The Boardwalk is in Daytona.
The Boardwalk is in Conway, which is where this is at.
Well, the one tournament is called.
And they call it the Myrtle Beach Invitational.
Yeah,
but
the one tournament down there in Daytona, they actually called the Boardwalk Invitational. I like Wright State.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this just 2:00 a.m. and we're really?
What do you like about South Florida?
No. I'm saying I'm still on the Boardwalk battle thing.
Oh no, they called the thing down there where Avetta was at.
I'm looking this right now because I don't have the name of the tournament up. I thought because Coastal calls their thing the Boardwalk behind the baseball field. So that's what I was calling it for what it's worth. Yeah. I knew this was the Myrtle Beach Invitational, but that was why I was saying Boardwalk. So I didn't know that. Now I learned something. Push saying Noah loves to argue. I'm just stubborn. I don't like to be wrong, as most bettors don't like to be wrong, right? William and Mary takes on App State, and again, exploring to see where this game is being played. This is in Boone, so this is a home game for App State. The Mountaineers are -4.5.
That's an interesting line. App State, I mean, they're off a decent win the other day. I think I would lay with App State here at home.
Bill and Mary's off getting drilled against NC State.
Yeah.
Cocktail napkin for what it's like. Likes Bill and Mary slightly at +3, but I'll take the home court advantage in this. I'll lay the points. Binghamton and Central Connecticut do battle at Central Connecticut. So the real Blue Devils are playing a home game against the Bearcats, the golf course. They're hitting the road today with the Lynx. CCSU -6.5 against Binghamton.
Yeah, I like Central here. This might be a fringe lock. Check the picks page. I think this is a good spot for them. They're way better than Binghamton.
Yeah, and they've dropped a couple of thumpers in a row.
This feels like a good one for them.
Yeah, this is definitely like the definition of your get right spot. I'll lay the points, but I kind of want to see them do it. I don't want to bet this.
Okay.
All right. Vermont minus 9.5 against Fairfield at the Mohegan Sun.
I'd give me Fairfield off the embarrassment today. Take the points. I think that's a tad too high, so I'll take the 9.5.
I'm in agreement with you. Vermont just kind of hasn't pulled away from anybody yet this season besides UAB, who UAB's stock continues to fall through floors right now.
Yep.
So, yeah. South Dakota State is minus 1.5 against Duquesne. This is in the Cayman Islands. Get your Flow Sports subscriptions, people.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'll need to though.
Give me Duquesne. Give me Duquesne here. This line reeks a little bit.
And why?
0-4 team catching a short number here. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like these teams that are struggling when they go to an island, they get right a little bit. I don't have a strong conviction on this one though.
I still think like the power ratings on Duquesne this season were baked in because of last year's nice run. Yeah. And they're still, they haven't corrected itself. I'm going to lock this up. The Cocktail Napkin has South Dakota State minus 5.
All righty. You're on an island, South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits.
Yes, sir. Next game for us to pick is Eastern Illinois and Valparaiso. Please tell me they're not going out of state to play this in-state battle or regional battle, border battle.
No, it's
at Valpo. Okay, cool. Good. That's where it should be. Valpo minus 6.5.
I'll lay it. I'll lay it with Valpo here.
I'm going to take the points. I don't think Valpo should be laying 6. We just had this spot with Valpo against Lindenwood, and it covered. There's no way it happens again. There's no way they cover as a favorite again.
You going to bet it?
No, I'm just going to take the points.
All right. I think the game lands around there between 5 and 7. I think they make the free throws, get it across the finish line.
Bet that margin of victory, says Moneyline Mac. UNC Asheville minus 8.5 against Central Arkansas. This is in Conway, so true road game for Asheville, coming off of that SEMO win in. This is in Conway too. Okay, so they just had a day off in this MTE. Weird. All right, yeah. Central Arkansas plus 8.5 at home against the Bulldogs.
Give me Central Arkansas. This could be a fringe lock for me. I mean, this is getting a little steep here with Asheville laying 8.5.
SoCon's been okay in the non-conference. That's the only thing.
You mean Big South?
Sorry, it's 2 a.m. Big South. Big South is doing okay this season. Usually they do not do very well in the non-conference. That's what's going to keep me on the Bulldogs in this spot. I'm not impressed by Central Arkansas this season, so I'll lay the points in this one. Bryant and St. Bonaventure tussle in St. Bonaventure. Okay, so cool. So the Bonnies are the home team here, and they're minus 7.5.
I will lock up Bryant here. I think this is. I think they're live in this game. I like Bryant's experience. The Bonnies still young, 5-0, overachieved. Give me Bryant here. Lock it up.
I like Bryant too. They're off the bad loss against Stonehill. They've got to fix that thing fast because the program has had a couple of these. We saw them lose the overtime game against Siena, which is also a little bit of a confusing loss. Buffalo was next on deck, and they drilled them. So I think St. Bonaventure being a good team is not really going to get drilled for what it's worth. But like Bonaventure this season, Northridge, Canisius, Florida Gulf Coast, Lemoyne, FGCU is probably the best team they played there, but Bryant's probably right behind them. I'm gonna lock this up too with you. Plus 7.5 Bryant.
All right, double lock on the Bulldogs at the Bonnies.
Yeah. in Hasty saying, but Olean is spooky. You know my thoughts on on Mark Schmidt, and they've just had a cupcake walk to start the season. Let me see it. I'll take Bryant in this. I think it's a nice spot. St. Thomas is catching points against Milwaukee. Border battle. Minnesota against Wisconsin.
Yeah, I love both these teams. So this is a hard game.
Panthers are -3.
Give me Tommies. I think they're better. I think they're slightly better, and you're giving me points. I think they're gonna win again. To my point, I think they're hard to prepare for on short rests.
Yeah, Milwaukee's defense isn't great, which I think would point you towards the Tommies in this matchup catching points. So this one total 152.5. I think the over is not a bad side. But give me the Tommies +3 there. Oklahoma State.
I'm adding it. I'm betting.
You're locking it.
Yeah, I'm adding the Tommies. They're gonna win outright.
Okay. I'm not gonna follow you, but good luck, my friend. Oklahoma State plays Nevada in Charleston. This is the third place matchup between the two teams here. Yep. Nevada is -5.5 against the Pokes.
I definitely like OK State. I think that they play for Lutz. I think it's a one possession game again.
I definitely like Nevada. But I also think that this is like a 2-possession game. I think it's like 5 or 6. I think the Wolfpack win this thing by 6 points.
Nevada has had 2 rock fights to start this, so it'll be interesting. Third leg of our
second best 3-point shooting game too, going up against Oklahoma State, who's ranked 302nd in 3-point defense.
I'm on Cowboys.
I know you are. You're the Big 12 guy. I
like what I saw from them the other day.
All right.
They played for Lutz, and I actually thought they looked all right against FAU. They led the game for 30 minutes, and then
100%.
They just had a gas at the end.
Yes, they did. LSU plays UCF in the losers game of the Greenbrier.
Yeah.
And LSU is -1.5.
I'm UCF, no lock. This is such a flip of a coin for me. I think these two teams are pretty evenly matched. Both have nice wins so far. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm going LSU.
Okay. I mean, it's a hard game at the Greenbrier too to really gauge.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what UCF's done to make them a fade. For what it's worth, but like,
shit, they have a win over FAU and Texas A&M.
Yeah. But both of these teams, I think, are inconsistent Masons, so that's what makes this game kind of tough to pick. As LSU has a win over K-State, who also is inconsistent. So this is an interesting SEC Big 12 battle. I'm going to take the Tigers. We've got Alabama State and Akron doing battle in Akron, Ohio. So the Zips are the home team here, and they are laying 7.5 points. Your thoughts?
I'm going back to the Alabama State's won 2 in a row here. I think the Zips put it on them here, open it up. I will lock up the Akron Zips.
Alabama State's won 2 in a row.
Yeah, and Akron.
So this is like a 2-0, 2-0 battle in this MTV.
This is for the championship.
Yeah, Akron runs it up.
Double lock?
Yep.
I like this spot for the Zips. Go.
Yeah, home game. Their championship at the MTE. They'll have a little bit of a crowd. It's NFL Sunday, but the people will show up for Akron. They usually do. North Alabama is -5.5 against Northwestern State. This game is being played in Natchitoches. So this is a home game for Northwestern State.
Yeah, I think I'll be on the dog here. Day off the tough game against UO Monroe. I think the day off helps him here. I think we got a one possession game. Give me Northwestern State.
I have a question for you. You worked with both of these guys, or
Yeah.
know both of these guys? Do they know each other? Are they buddies?
Yes, very well.
Tight game. Yeah.
It's a Hispanic. Rick is Dominican and Pujol is Cuban. So yeah, they have a lot of the same friends.
Part of the Martin tree.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the plus 5.5. I don't love this. I don't. We've got we've got Florida International doing battle with Florida Gulf Coast. This is in the MTE, but the road game for the Panthers in Fort Myers. FGCU -6.
Now I think I want to take Gulf Coast. I think I want to lock Gulf Coast. I think.
Didn't you bet them yesterday too? Right.
I bet him both days. It's their MTE. I think it's a good spot.
Now I want to. Well, you bet them both days.
FIU a little bit of a fool's win today. I think Gulf Coast puts it on them.
Yeah, just by the fact that this is the largest spread FGCU's laid this weekend, should be.
Oh yeah, I think it's telling.
I'll play I'll pick the -6 here in this spot.
Single lock or double lock?
Single. You can go.
Give me Gulf Coast, Dunk City.
Seminoles and UMass. Yes. Actually, sorry. Saudi Arabia State and UMass. FSU is -6 against the Minutemen here in Mohegan Sun.
UMass, fringe lock. We get Frank as a dog now after he's been a favorite. He's been a shitty favorite for us so far this year. I'm not sold on Florida State either. I know UMass look bad, but Frank in these dog get-up spots has been good over the years.
Is Florida State due for an outright loss?
The only thing that sucks is Florida State had the off day.
True.
Compared to UMass.
Well, so the Mohegan Sun only had 3 teams? Didn't they have 8?
They have 4. They have 2 different regions.
They throw them in one bracket.
They have the high major, bigger bracket, and then they have the low major bracket, and bye games are associated with it as well. It's really a complex system.
I'm going to take the points with UMass, but
check the picks page. I'm going to let this come up, see if I can get a better numbers, but I'll be on UMass tomorrow again.
Utah Tech, a.k.a. Dixie State, plays Northridge. And where is this game at? This is in Missoula, Montana. See, this is why you look at the locations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Northridge is -9.5 on this neutral site.
Give me a Dixie. No bet.
I'm on Northridge.
Okay.
Dixie's played good competition, which is kind of, keeping me off of this and being a little bit more confident on this. But yeah, I'll take Northridge here. Sacramento State plays Cal. Is this at Cal? Please tell me it's at Cal. It is in Berkeley. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cal is -17. Cocktail Napkin has this -21.
I kind of like the dog here. No bet for me. I'll take the points of Sac State.
Yeah, Cocktail Napkin was wrong on the Air Force game too. That was a single-digit game. I don't know. That was also after the USC loss. I'm going to go to the well one more time with Cal. I'm going to lay the 17 against Sacramento State, which I think that's a dumpster fire right now. Just the state of the program. So I'll lock Cal.
Noah Bieniek locking up the Cal Berkeley Bears.
Yes, sir. Mercyhurst, the other hospital, is taking flight to Colorado Springs to play Air Force. Interesting matchup here. The Falcons are -10.
Yeah, lock.
Is this a money line?
Potentially. I mean, we already saw this with LIU. I don't see it with Air Force. I don't think they're very good. Give me Mercyhurst. I think they're live in this game. Let's go. Lakers.
Yeah, I think they're live too. I'll lock this up. +10. I won't call for the money line. +10.
Still on the money line. The Lakers.
Oh, you like the money line. Okay.
I think that they're live in this game. I like what I've seen from Mercyhurst.
I think they're live, but I'm not going to call for it. Is my difference. So, we've got Towson and Morgan State doing battle at Morgan. So in Baltimore,
road game.
Towson's they've had a little bit of a trip this week. They went down to Louisiana and now they're in Baltimore.
A lot of travel. Give me the points with Morgan.
I like Towson so much better. I'm going to take the -10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bad spot, which is why you shouldn't bet it. But I think Towson's the much better team here. Campbell and Evansville do battle in Evansville. True road game for the Camels. And Evansville's -4.
Give me Campbell. I don't like what I see from Evansville either. I'm not laying points with them.
They just beat Green Bay by 17, though.
They did, yeah. That was nice. I need to see them do it back to back. I'm not betting this game. I'll stay away. Give me Campbell.
Taking the Purple Aces in this. Team USA just won bronze in the Premier 12 for any baseball fans out there. But Purple Aces is going to be my pick in that one. Missouri State and High Point play each other in the Cayman Islands. Yeah. High Point is -8.5.
Give me Missouri State in the points. That seems a little steep.
I have been impressed by the Bears to a certain degree so far this season. I will also take the points here with Missouri State, 8.5. Alcorn State plays UC Riverside in Riverside. So home game for the Highlanders at SRC Arena. And Riverside is -16.5.
Riverside off the big win. Give me Alcorn State. It kind of feels like they're going to go through the motions. What do you like here?
I think you're right to a degree, but I'm not sure Alcorn can keep this thing with it in this number. They lost by 17 to Washington the other night, and they have not kept a single game close. That was like the closest game they've played all season. I'm going to lay the points with Riverside. I think that's like the perfect team to play after your big win against Colorado State. And I love this from Hasty. He goes, love Noah shouting out baseball tournaments I've never heard of. You mean you weren't watching Rich Hill pitch at 3 a.m. in the tournament? 45-year-old Rich Hill representing the red, white, and blue. Come on. Jackson State plays Lipscomb in Nashville. Okay, home game for Lipscomb. But not too far of a trip for Jackson State. But where were they coming from is maybe the actual question here.
Jackson State, they covered the other night. No, they got drilled at Kentucky, and they almost covered. God, this is a lot of road games in a row for Jackson State.
The Bison are 14.5-point favorites.
I'm going to lay it with Lipscomb.
I also like Lipscomb, but Jackson State was in a pretty non-competitive game there. They might start hot is the only nervous I have here. So, Brandon Sainer, make her swallow after all the Lipscomb mentions there. Arkansas, Pine Bluff plays Missouri. The Tigers are 35-point favorites in Como.
What a god-awful game.
Missouri's not before I say Missouri's not capable, they've done it already this season, I think.
Yeah.
111-39 to Mississippi Valley State. But, like,
I'll lay it.
What the fuck is this from Missouri?
When it's this
Mississippi
high,
Valley State, Pacific, Pine Bluff, Lindenwood.
I'll lay it. No bet.
Too many points. Peanut butter's got to cover. They spread bread a lot. I think they cover. Idaho, San Diego, in San Diego, and the Toreros are -2.
Wrong team favored. I think the Toreros are a dumpster fire. Give me Idaho. Lock it up.
They looked competitive the other night, is all I'll say. They only lost by 5 to Southern Utah, but I think Idaho's the play. +2. I'm not going to bet it, though.
Stop flying solo with my Vandals. Let's go.
Queens plays East Tennessee State. A pretty good game here on Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and the Bucks are -8 against the Royals.
Yeah, so ETSU has the rest advantage here. Being able to sit out. They beat Upstate the other night. Now they get a crack at them. I think I'm going to lock ETSU. I like the spot, getting Queens on a back-to-back, and I think they are they lost a couple close games, Davidson, Eastern Kentucky, Samford. I think they're going to open it up here. Give me the Buccaneers of ETSU. Lock it up.
I'm not going to lock it, but I think the Bucks are the right side with that day off, and they also took care of Upstate as well. But Queens off the drumming. This is going to be a more competitive game, and I think the Bucks might pull away late.
All right, solo Buccaneers ETSU.
Are you taking Wisconsin tomorrow? They're +2.
Yes, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't feel that great about it just because I think Wisconsin is like played out of their minds.
Okay, they're playing Pittsburgh.
On this.
The Pitt Panthers are -2. Once again, like just the influence on the cocktail napkin, it's been stained with the anti-Pitt propaganda, I should say. Wisconsin is the favorite on the napkin for what it's worth. But Wisconsin's 30th in KenPom. I don't think they should be there either. Pitt has no business being 12th, in my opinion, 14th, whatever they are. But I think both of these teams are flying really close to the sun. The glue's going to come apart for the feathers at some point for both, I think.
Yeah.
They might not fall flat on their face. I think they could be pretty competitive for much of the season. But I do not see either one of these teams finishing the end of the season where they currently are valued in the market, which makes this a really, really tough game to pick. I'm going to take Wisconsin. I think that they will just get to the line. They have a knack of getting to the free throw line, putting teams in foul trouble, test the depth of Pitt. And we'll see what happens. That's my pick.
Wisconsin was more impressive in the opener out of the two.
True.
Game, yeah. they'll have the crowd. I mean, there was a strong Badger following there that I saw when I watched the game. So yeah, let's go.
Wisconsin heading to another drinking state of West Virginia. Yeah.
Oh, they're having a good old time up there.
Yeah. Longwood plays McNeese. The Pokes are 7.5-point favorites against Longwood. I received a DM from our good friend Ike Belton, former Longwood Lancer basketball player. And he said, stop fading my Lancers. Should I go down the route one more time?
Yes. Always have to go against the DMs. That's obvious. McNeese lock it up. I think they win by 10. First loss for Longwood. Great win the other day, but it comes crashing down here against our guys from McNeese.
Yeah,
I'm locking McNeese.
I think Longwood's played actually like more consistent than McNeese up to this point, but so many people jumped off McNeese's bandwagon after their losses to South Dakota State and Alabama. Like, those are two really good teams. I still think the Cowboys win, and they probably cover. That's my pick, but I'm not going to bet it.
All right, I'll fly solo here. Give me the Cowboys. Go Poke.
Cannabis Capper says McNeese smash. Also, Gary K with the McNeese lock. So, Gary, he says fade the DMs. Longwood can't lose in the Virgin Islands. That made me laugh.
They had a nice day off.
That's good. Middle Tennessee plays Bradley. This is a fire matchup. This is the championship of the Paradise Jam. Mac, both of our picks to win the Paradise Jam are in the championship. Look at that. We're not too bad at this thing, right?
Oh, yeah. I think Bradley opens it up late. I usually like to favor the favorite when we get to this deep in it. I think the favorite's more vulnerable in the opening round and in the semis. An extra day to prep. I think Bradley a little bit better here, and more experience. And middle's won that chaotic game number 1. Give me Bradley to pull away, and I think they win by 10 to 12 points. So give me Bradley, lock it up.
Max hedging.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Right to a T.
Was Bradley your other pick?
I think I said Bradley. I don't remember. There was so many games.
I've got a ticket on the Braves to win this, so I don't need to bet it. But I think the Braves win, and they cover. For those that want to know my pick, play the music.
All right, double lock. Bradley Bears.
No lose situation for Team TCE. For those that may have taken the Blue Raiders on Max bet, and Bradley was my pick. I think you straight up called for Middle Tennessee. I think that was your pick going in.
Yeah, context changes when you get to watch the games unfold. So I mean, you can't be married into a prediction 72 hours ago when you get 2 more data points. And I like what I've seen from Bradley.
Ring me.
Yeah.
Give me the Braves. We've got Florida Atlantic doing battle with Seton Hall. Interesting clash of styles in this one. The Owls are -2.5 in Charleston.
I'm going to go Seton Hall. I think they're going to be able to contain FAU's offense. And this is where I think for FAU being in Charleston as long as they've been, they're ready to get the fuck out of there. Like, they've been there.
They're not playing for the championship.
Yeah, this is like an NBA road trip at this point. You're ready to get the hell up on out of there. So, yeah, give me Seton Hall. They win this game outright.
This vacation's been cool, but I'm ready to sleep in my own bed. See my girlfriend. See some family.
Yes, right out of there.
If the girlfriend and family didn't travel, they probably did, but you get the point. I like that. I love that angle that you just brought to that. That was something that I didn't think of. I was going to be on Seton Hall here because of the defense. I don't know that FAU can be as physical or play that physical brand with Seton Hall, because Seton Hall is going to bring that whether you like it or not. We saw that with VCU the other night. I'll take the Pirates here. I think Shaheen Holloway and the crew go in and get a nice 2 victories. I think the wrong team's favored in this one. Yale and Delaware. Bulldogs are -7.5. This is the Mohegan Sun, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think Yale smashes again? I think
-7.5.
I think they do.
I don't love the spot of them coming off a blowout. Delaware is the winless team right now.
Yeah. Are they? Wait, is it only? They've only played one there though, right?
Yes, but I think this is the 4th. I think there's only 4 teams. I think that's just a 2-game thing.
Oh, I thought it was a round robin. Maybe I think they finish tomorrow, or Monday.
They?
Give me I'll lay with you.
So why would? It's not scheduled for another game. Like, these are the 2 winners of the first games, and it's a Sunday.
Delaware lost to Vermont.
You're right. Yeah, I even said that. I don't know.
Yeah,
this entire Mohegan Sun thing's fucking me up.
Give me Yale. Yale's a fringe lock. Check the Bigs page.
I'm not. This is another, like, I don't know. I love and hate MTE season. I love all the games that it gives us. It's a nightmare betting it and trying to follow it all. I'm going to ride the Blue Hens again. I think they covered that Vermont game. They also covered for me against Bryant. They covered for me against Iona. They covered for me against Robert Morris. I think they're 4-1 ATS this season. So I'll take the Blue Hens.
Let's do it.
All right. Grambling. They play at USC. Grambling was one of the teams that knocked off a Pac-12 team 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They beat Colorado 83-74.
We got to bet Grambling. We can't.
They beat Vanderbilt that season too, for what it's worth.
I can't lay numbers with Musselman. Big numbers. They play with their food in November.
Grambling's definitely the right side. I'm gauging the chat on what I should say here.
Yeah, USC, they didn't cover against San Jose, Arlington, Idaho State. They're overvalued, in my opinion, just because Musselman's the coach.
Yeah, so Grambling, though, they lost by 24 to Florida and 22 to New Mexico.
They're both better than USC.
That's my belief, too.
Yeah.
But this line's shorter. Yes. That was Ole Miss's first game of the year, though. Second, sorry. Yeah. This is the right side, 100%. I'm just gauging on whether I should call for the money line here.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a little steep. But, yeah, it is 11-1.
Grambling covers.
Agreed.
Are you betting this?
Yes.
All right, let's ride.
Absolutely. Grambling, let's go.
Grambling State plus 19 in LA there. Denver and Montana is the next game. This is being played in that Montana MTE. Denver just beat Montana State. Now they play Montana. Interesting back-to-back games there. They hosted Montana State on just a normal schedule spot, and now they're at Montana.
I'll lay with Montana. I think you're onto something.
They're -11.
Yeah.
And Denver's usually a team that you fade on the road. They play well at elevation at home, but they don't do so well on the road. So I'm going to lay 11 with Montana in this matchup. Are you locking this?
Check the picks page on this one. I'm going to dive into this one a little bit more.
All right. Old Dominion plays BC. This is Cayman Islands. Boston College is laying 11 points. I don't think that's enough after watching this Old Dominion team a couple of times.
I'll take the points. Not like 11 with Boston College on a neutral floor.
I am. Texas Southern and New Mexico do battle. Is this this
That's
is the
Pitt.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 23.5 number. It's got to be at the Pitt.
Yeah, New Mexico's minus 23.5 at home.
I'll take the points.
Yeah, I like Texo. They've competed in every game so far this season. Competes loose in that Georgia game for what it's worth, but everything else: Xavier, Samford, Georgia Tech, New Mexico's got Arizona State next. So I'll take the points. That's a fringe lock.
Check the picks page on that one too.
I'm not going to remember all my picks for the picks page, so I'm going to write this one down. Texas Southern plus 23.5. I'm going to lock it up.
All right, Bieniek going hard with Texas State.
I haven't bet it yet, and I'm going to retract that statement. I don't love fading the pit. I'm going back on it.
I mean,
there's a reason
why
why
rambling the other night.
There's a reason why I was fringe lock. I'm going to stay away.
All right.
The F1 looks like it's over. This podcast went longer than the F1 race. How about that? Liberty plays Kansas State. This is in the Virgin Islands, and Kansas State's minus 2.5.
This number is telling, I think. I think Liberty's going to win.
Oh, I thought it was telling in Kansas State being the favorite.
Yeah, I think I'm going to lock Liberty.
I think the wrong team is favored here. I faded Kansas State for full transparency the other night against George Washington. But once again, I love how Liberty's played so far this season. Cannabis Capper's on my side of things. He says the line reeks.
I mean, it still is a Big 12 team. I think that's why they're favored.
True.
And they only have one loss, so but I think Liberty's more battle tested, like you said, and I think that they have more continuity. I was on K-State the other night against GW in a desperate spot, but yeah, give me Liberty. Let's go.
That Verstappen dude won again. Never heard of him, but he seems like he wins everything. Doug has been there. Like, he got benched. And he was benched from the get-go to begin the season.
Yeah,
I don't really understand what's going on, but it's Doug McDaniel. I didn't understand what was going on at Michigan either. Yeah, I think Liberty wins that game. They were my pick to win this tournament. I'm keeping it. Southern Miss and Montana State. The Bobcats are minus 6.5.
I'll lay it.
Yeah, they're Southern Miss is heading all the way up to Bozeman. This must be an MTE.
This is
must
a free
be.
blog. Check the picks page on this one.
I actually really like this. For a couple of reasons, but like Curbello's playing but not healthy, so like that's perfect if you're looking to fade Southern Miss.
Let's go. Let's bet this. They're going to win by. This is going to be South Dakota State all over.
They did play at South Dakota State, so that's not as far of a trip from Southern Miss to
still
Montana
cold.
State, but still a culture shock.
The Mississippi boys have no interest in being up there.
Yeah. Why are you going up to Bozeman?
Yeah.
Montana State doesn't have a D1 win yet, so I think the 6.5 might be confusing to some. Southern Miss is the bigger school. I'll lay the points here with 6.5.
Okay.
Ohio, Texas State. The Bobcats, they're both Bobcats. Ohio is -3. This is in Conway, South Carolina.
Yeah, it's the fifth place game. Give me Ohio. Give me Ohio to get it done.
Yeah, this is short. Ohio hasn't played great ball yet this season. But I'll lay the points. The nightcap takes place at 8:30. I wish we had like a 10 o'clock game, but one of the best games of the day. It should be treated as like the best game of the day because it's the winner's bracket game of the Charleston Classic. Mm-hmm. Drake and Vanderbilt. Maybe not the sexiest matchup that people were hoping for in this, but both teams are 2-0. Drake has looked impressive as hell, and Vanderbilt has been a very nice surprise under new head coach Mark Bieniek. Both of these teams, new head coaches, with Ben McCollum, formerly of Southwest Missouri State, at the D2 ranks. He's come up, and as the head coach of Drake, willy-nilly 5-0 so far to the start of the season. What happens in game 3 down in Charleston between Drake and Vanderbilt, Mac?
I am going to lock up the Vanderbilt Commodores. I think they are flying under the radar under Mark Byington, and I think day 3 favors the athletes, the favorite. And I like what I've seen from Vanderbilt, what they did, beating Nevada, pulling away from Seton Hall. I think the Cinderella, I see pushing the chat. I think the Cinderella ends here. Vandy wins close to double digits. Great win for Mark Byington, in my opinion.
Which team gets in more trouble on the off day? My bet is not the team full of white kids.
Yeah, Vandy's not a fucking big party school.
It's Nashville.
Yeah, but it's a fucking private school.
The basketball players going there are not going there because it's a private school. The athletes in general are not going there because it's a private school.
I don't think either of these two teams. It's not like it's Seton Hall and VCU. Give me Vandy.
I think Drake wins the game.
Okay.
I'll take the +3.5. Should be a great game. I can't wait to watch
battle
it.
On this plate, or do you want to?
No, I'm not battling with this pick. This isn't a bet of mine. But you know what wins a lock battle? This game over Sunday Night Football, in my opinion.
No doubt.
So that wraps up our slate here. We typically do this best bets section. Let's have some fun. Let's give out our 3 favorite plays of Sunday, November 24th. Mac, you can have the first go at it.
I will go McNeese, Bradley, and Akron.
Okay. I like that Akron play a lot. It's going to be in my top 3. I am also going to take Charleston +3. And my third favorite of the bunch, St. John's against Georgia, -6.5. Those are my 3 favorites. Akron being in both of ours, that would probably be our favorite pick of the day. That's going to wrap up today's show. Great stuff. Check out the college football experience, probably live right now on the YouTube channel, as they're recapping this crazy day of college football action for what it's worth. Plenty of ranked teams going down. I absolutely loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You can follow my friend here running, Ryan McIntyre, on social media at moneyline_Mac. You can follow myself on social media at NoahB77 _. You can follow the show at TCE on SGPN. You can follow the typical host, Colby Dant, at the Colby D. Mac, anything else that you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I appreciate everybody rocking with us on these late nights. It's going to be kind of like this for the next couple nights, just with the lines dropping late. But looking forward to getting home in the morning, and can't wait to dive into Maui, Atlantis, and all that good stuff come Monday.
Yeah, with all the MTEs and the results on the day before a lot of the games that we'd be picking, the books typically wait on dropping those lines until late. So a lot of these, if you don't like how little analysis there has been in these shows, that's kind of the reason why is we kind of first looking at the lines as we're live. So not the most ideal, and it's the only time of the year that we ever really do this, except for conference tournament time too. But yeah, this has still been the most fun time of the year for us every single year, the most growth we've had during the period of time during the year, every single season. We wouldn't change it for the world. The chat's legit at 2:45 a.m. Eastern time. So we appreciate all you guys hanging out here. This has been the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here.